Episode 1: The ASD Shame Cycle and Why You Think It's Your Fault. Samepagemethod. There's a moment you hit where you realize the problem you've been carrying is not actually yours. Where every argument, every shutdown, every cold shoulder, every emotional spiral suddenly makes sense. And that moment changes everything. This is the moment I'm talking about today. If you're in a relationship with someone who shuts down emotionally, if they withdraw stonewall talk over, you retreat into logic, or turn every conversation into blame, you've probably wondered, is it me? Am I the problem? Is it my trauma? And because you're the emotionally intelligent one, the empath, the one who cares about repair, you've been conditioned to hold the entire relationship on your back. Today, I'm going to show you 3 things. What the ASD shame cycle really looks like, why it feels like you're the one going crazy, and the single shift that breaks the entire pattern. Welcome to the Samepagemethod. Here's what nobody tells you: your partner isn't trying to hurt you, but they are trapped in a cycle they don't know how to break. The ASD shame cycle looks like this. They misstep or say something insensitive. You react like a normal human being. They panic internally. Shame hits. They shut down to avoid the shame. You get blamed because they can't tolerate the idea that they caused the hurt. Then you apologize, soothe them, and carry the emotional load. Not because you're wrong, but because they cannot repair. And you've been trained to save the moment, the mood, the relationship, every time. You think it's your fault because you are the only emotionally literate person in the relationship. And emotional intelligence without boundaries becomes self-blame. Here's what actually happens. They shut down. You get triggered. You react. They point to your reaction, and now you look like the problem. That's not love. That's emotional labor. For many women, eldest daughters, women raised in chaos, this role is familiar. You were trained since childhood to regulate someone else's emotions before your own. And a partner with ASD who never learned emotional tools ends up relying on you to keep the relationship functioning. Your exhaustion is not the symptom. It's the evidence. There is a moment, and if you're listening to this, you've felt it, where something inside you breaks free. You stop reacting. You stop absorbing. You stop twisting yourself into emotional origami to make him feel okay. You begin to see the dynamic clearly. You are not the fire. You are the smoke detector, and his shame is the match. Once you see this, you cannot unsee it. This is the birth of your power and the beginning of ending the cycle. Here is the shift that changes everything. You stop reacting to his shame, not out of punishment, but out of clarity. You stop rescuing him. You stop chasing repair. You stop accepting blame that isn't yours, and you return to yourself. This does something powerful. It breaks the emotional dependency. It forces him to confront his own behavior. It puts responsibility back where it belongs, and you finally breathe. Here's how you start today. Name the behavior quietly to yourself. This is the shame cycle. Do not explain, justify, or fight. Silence is clarity. Do not soothe him. He must feel his own discomfort. Return to your life. Cook, walk, watch your show. Re-enter your joy. Let the dynamic collapse, because without your energy, it has nothing to feed on. If this message found you, it was meant to. This is episode 1 of the Samepagemethod, and we're going to rebuild your clarity piece by piece. Subscribe if you're ready to stop carrying the weight alone.